Hello everyone, I am Erika of beadingschool.com and you are watching No One Has to Bead Alone, my weekly beading broadcast to make sure that every beader all around the world has company. Today we are going to bead the next design from the beautiful Rosetta Window Beading School Academy theme box. The theme was inspired by Gothic architecture and rose windows of cathedrals. The design is called Windrose and it was made by my lovely friend and colleague Aniko. But before we would start, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. I see Rita saying good morning, Ginny also joining in the good morning wishes. She says, happy to get to participate today. No appointments, such a cute design, Aniko. Lovely ladies, can you hear me? Can you see me well? Please let me know. You should be able to watch today's class from the Beading School YouTube channel and also from the Beading School Facebook page. Hannah is here from Iceland. Also, can you hear me, ladies? Orshika is here. Rachel, Antoinette, Aniko is here. Star of the evening. Such a lovely design, Aniko. I loved beading the first earring and I can't wait to finish the pair with another one today. Ingrid, Laura, thank you for confirming that you can hear me and see me. Sabine, Eve, Jennifer, Violetta, Zuzi is here also, Ariane, Rachel, Cosima, Tina, Regina, Terry, Judith, Lutka, so many lovely beaders. So today we are going to bead the Windrose from Aniko. And already my other lovely colleague Melinda beaded it as a pair of earrings, and she even took some pictures so you can see how it looks like when you wear it. Melinda likes statement jewels, so you might have seen the beautiful necklace that she posted recently to the Beading School Club, and she added this time a long 32mm pendant drop to the bottom, and it's cute and it fits her blouse so nicely. Thank you for the great pictures, Melly. So, lovely ladies, please make sure to hit the like button and share this video with your beading friends. This really matters a lot to us, and I'm so grateful if you help us keep spreading the word about Beading School. You can already download the PDF tutorial for Windrose from noonehas2beadalone.com. I also post the link to the comment fields. You can also reach it by navigating to beadingschool.com and then finding No One Has to Bead Alone in the main menu. And as always, the tutorial comes online 1 hour before the workshop, before today's live workshop, and then it stays there at noonehas2beadalone.com for 3 days. For 3 days, you have a chance to choose, you have the possibility to choose between a gift option, a gift from me and Beading School, and you can download the tutorial by clicking the yellow button, and then it will arrive directly in your inbox. Or then also for later, it will stay available in the Bead shop. So we are really grateful also if you choose that possibility and support the broadcast. Terry loves this design, by the way, and she says that she will be making a pendant. And indeed, there are many possibilities how you can finish this design. You can make it smaller, bigger. You can make a cute earring with only 1 chaton rose. You can extend it to even more than 2. You can even bead a full bracelet as Anikó did. I even have a picture from her. how a bracelet looks like. So this is truly something luxurious. So I'm curious that who will bead a full bracelet, and who will bead earrings, and who will bead a pendant maybe, or even a brooch is possible. Everything is possible when it comes to your creativity, dear ladies. And from the Molly is asking a very good question: how many WibeDuos for the bracelet version? Let me grab my measuring tape. So one sequence is a little bit less than 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters wide. So you can multiply it by the length that you need. So the designer of today's beautiful motif is Aniko. And you can find other designs from Anikó in the designer zone of Beadingschool. I put the link on the screen, and I will also post it in a moment to the comment fields. Anikó is an emerging designer, and she's the best known for her bead embroidery designs. And I am so incredibly happy that she is here with us in the Beadingschool team. And she's super helpful always. And she says that for an approximately 16 centimeter long bracelet without the clasp, she used 34 pieces of WibeDuos and 12 to 15 pieces of 6mm Preciosa Chaton Montees. Thank you so much, dear Anikó. If you would like to get to know Anikó better, then you can also read an interview with her. Somehow I managed to make it disappear, the link. I clicked on the wrong button. I'm so sorry. But indeed, you can find Anikó also on the Beadingschool Club, as we have a face-to-face interview with her already. So yeah, it's really, really worth it to look into her beautiful designs. You can learn so much from her. And also, she is an inspiring person with her kindness and creativity. Regarding the material that you will need today, you will need WibeDuos, and for one earring in the original version with the 6mm Chaton roses, you need 6 pieces of the WibeDuos. You will also need 2 pieces of, thank you so much, Susie, for the link. You will also need 2 pieces of the 6mm Preciosa Chaton Montees. You will need 2 pieces of 4.5mm round rondelles from Preciosa. You will need 4 pieces of 4mm round beads, 4 pieces of microspacers. Thank you so much, Susie. And then a small amount of size 11 and size 15 Miyuki seed beads. The rest of the components, it's up to you what you would like to use. Of course, it depends on what you would like to make this into: a bracelet, an earring, a pendant. Cosima is thinking about a bracelet. By the way, Sharon is for now watching, and then we'll bead it later. Nancy says this design is beautiful, definitely want to make this. So the rest of the components, they depend on what you would like to make this design into, and also on your personal preferences. You can add crystal connectors, you can add drops, you can add all sorts of extra components to personalize it. You can find everything in the Beading School bead shop, beadingschool.com, and maybe you even have something in your stash. If you need something new, then please, I ask you kindly to consider placing an order at beadingschool.com. We ship worldwide, and above €100, it's about $115 shipping with track and trace. Safe shipping with track and trace is included, and we usually already send out the packages to you same day when you place the order. And even in the USA, it usually arrives under a week. So thank you so much for trusting us with your sparkly bead orders. Today's motif and all the motifs that we are working on these weeks come from the newest Beading School Academy theme box, the Rosetta window, inspired by a beautiful Gothic cathedral that I saw in December in France and France in Limoges. The Gothic cathedral had an amazing, actually two amazing rose windows in blue and red shades. And during my journey, during my train ride home, I actually beaded one of the first jewels of the collection, and that's how the theme started to come together. We still have a few of the Beading School Academy boxes left, and please allow me to show you the video on while I am switching to my hand camera. Just a moment. So I am back now, and you should be able to see my bead mat. You should be able to see the first motif that I have beaded, and on the side, the illustration for the first step. Please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me well. And I would like to kindly ask you ladies to focus now on the beading that we are working on, and then in the end we will have room and time for everything, for all other questions. And now let's focus on Anikó's Windrose. If there will be space in between, then I will do my best to also answer other questions, but I would like to keep it focused and structured. Thank you so much for understanding. Ariana says that she can see me and hear me. So let's start beading. So this is, by the way, the motif that I made. And I will make an identical one today and finish it off as a pair of earrings. I start by picking up WibeDuo beads. I will need 4 of them, 4mm pearls, and a 6mm Preciosa Chaton rose. I always like to test both holes of 2-hole beads or all holes of multi-hole beads before beading to make sure that there is no shard of glass that stays inside, ruining the beading experience and the upcoming jewel. So I pick up a WibeDuo bead. I pick up a Preciosa Chaton rose. And as you can see, the Preciosa Chaton rose, it is covered fully from the back, and you can cross it either through neighboring holes, and I call it a short crossing, or you can cross it diagonally, and I call it a long crossing. So now, after the WibeDuo, I make a short crossing through neighboring holes. I pick up another WibeDuo, then a 4mm glass pearl, then it's time for the third WibeDuo. You need to be careful so they turn all of them how they are supposed to look like. They have a different backside than the front. So if you have any doubts, if you went through the right hole, then you can just put the motif, the work in progress motif, down to your bead mat to make sure that they are all turned with the top towards you. After the third WibeDuo, I bead through the other pair of holes of the Chaton Montees. So these are the open holes. Again, a short crossing, as I explained. And then I pick up, I managed to lose in the meantime the first WibeDuo, but I will just add it through the tail thread. So after beading through the other hole of the Chaton rose, I pick up the fourth final WibeDuo and the second 4mm pearl. So this is how the motif should look like, but to make it nice and sturdy, I first repeat the whole thread path. And when I have done that, and actually my tail thread and my working end are facing each other, then I will tie a knot, and I like to do that in case I am working with big beads in the first row, because there is simply not enough grip because of the bigger holes. So if I want to make it easier for me later to keep proper thread tension, then I like to tie a knot after repeating the thread path. And then I finish this step off by beading through WibeDuo, Chaton rose, WibeDuo, and the first 4mm pearl that I picked up. So this is how it looks like. Lovely ladies, do you have any questions about the first step of the tutorial? Linda also says, so beautiful, Aniko. I couldn't agree more. So now let's frame that 4mm pearl that we are exiting with a small bunch of seed beads, Miyuki size 15s and size 11s. And there will be snapping to do. I know that many of you are looking forward to snapping. I got addicted to snapping. So I'm exiting the 4mm pearl, and I pick up 3 pieces of size 15s, one of my precious size 11s, which is palladium plated, and then 3 more size 15s. And then I bead through the same 4mm pearl one more time. So this goes towards the outside of the motif. Now I pick up 3 pieces of size 15s. I snap the thread around the prong, the closest prong of the Chaton rose. Aniko, thank you for including snapping in the design. Love it. Then I pick up 3 more size 15s and I bead through this 4mm pearl one more time. So this is how it looks like at the moment. Linda says, pretty just like that. Indeed, already the beginning is so beautiful, Aniko. And now we will repeat kind of the thread path with some small modifications to make this frame around the pearl nicer, and also to fill the gap in between the 2 groups of seed beads. So I start by exiting the 4mm pearl. I bead through the first group of 3 that are on the outside of the motif. I skip the size 11 and I bead through the second group of 3 pieces of size 15s that I have added. I make sure that the size 11 pops outside when I pull the thread, so it becomes pointy, this frame, and then I pick up a size 15. I bead through 3 size 15s towards the Chaton rose. I do not snap this time, but I bead right away through the other group on the other side of the prong. I pick up another size 15. I bead through 3 size 15s, size 11, three more size 15s, and I finish this step by beading through the 4mm glass pearl. It's such a beautiful, deep, dark blue, isn't it? So we have this first pearl framed already. Lovely ladies, do you have any questions about this part? Please let me know before I would move towards step 4. Ariana says you'll need full concentration for orientation of the WibeDuos. Of course, I did the first trial wrong. We all do make mistakes, dear Ariana. If you don't have questions, then let's move on to step 4. So I want to frame the second pearl in the same way. So also if you fall behind a bit maybe, then you can catch up this time, and I will be showing it again. So I'm exiting the 4mm pearl, and to get in position, I bead through WibeDuo, Chaton rose. Sometimes I turn my motif to the back so I see better what's happening, or sometimes it's just easier to pass through the beads that way. Then I bead through the fourth WibeDuo that I picked up, and I get in position to pick up the new beads by beading through the 4mm pearl. And now I just step back with 2 steps because I want you to be able to see what's happening. So I'm doing the same on the other side. Exiting the pearl, I pick up 3 pieces of size 15s, a single size 11, and 3 more pieces of size 15s. I bead through the 4mm pearl, and these new beads go towards the outside of the motif. Now I pick up 3 pieces of size 15s again. Always when I do a snapping, then around the prong, then I let my beads fall in the place where I want them to be, and I pull the thread through the prong as close to where I want it actually to end up as possible. I don't want to like snap here next to my needle and then pull my whole thread through the prong. I want to snap as close to the designated snapping place as possible. Otherwise, that will keep my thread healthy. So I snapped, and now I pick up 3 more size 15s, and I bead through the 4mm pearl. Then I pull my thread, then this is how it should look like. Lian says, I love this so far. I'm so happy, Lian. And Rita finds it gorgeous. Sophie is sending flowers. So again, I make the seed bead frame nicer and full. So I bead through 3 size 15s. I skip the size 11 and I bead through 3 more size 15s. I pick up a size 15 and I bead through both groups here without snapping again. It's very sad, but now no more snapping is needed. Enjoy the snap while it lasts. And then I pick up another size 15. I bead through 3 size 15s, size 11, three more size 15s, and the 4mm pearl itself. So this is how it looks like at the moment. How is it going, dear ladies? It's such a fast pace, isn't it? Now it's time to add more of the WibeDuos, 2 more, and also a Chaton Montees in between. To get in position for that, I bead through WibeDuo, Chaton Montees, first hole of the inside hole of the WibeDuo, and then I turn to the opposite direction by beading through the outside hole of the same WibeDuo. The thread can either run along the side of the WibeDuo or slide slightly under it. It will not be visible from the front. So exiting the WibeDuo, I pick up a Chaton rose, again a short crossing through neighboring holes, and then I bead through the outside holes of the WibeDuo. I pick up now a 4mm pearl, another WibeDuo. I bead through the second pair of holes of the Chaton rose. I pick up a WibeDuo, a pearl, and I repeat the thread pass through WibeDuo, through Chaton rose, WibeDuo, pearl, WibeDuo, Chaton rose, WibeDuo, and pearl on the left side. I make sure to pull my thread so everything is nice and sturdy. Oh, it looks so good also on camera already, this work in progress piece. Aniko, you did an amazing job with this design. And now I complete the seed bead nets around the pearls. So it's a test of my memory now, if I can remember it without the thread passes. So 3 size 15s, size 11, 3 more size 15s, beading through the pearl again, then picking up 3 size 15s, snap, three more size 15s, and through the pearl. Did I remember it well, ladies? Please shout in a comment if I make a mistake. And now I bead through 3 size 15s. I skip the size 11 and I bead through 3 more size 15s. I pick up a size 15. I bead through 3 more size 15s towards the middle. I do not snap, but I bead through the other group of 3. So this way I'm creating a nice V shape. Then, thanks dear Ariana. Then I pick up size 15. I bead through 3 size 15s. Size 11, 3 size 15s. I bead through a pearl, WibeDuo, Chaton rose, WibeDuo, and 4mm pearl. And here, oh, thank you so much, Ariana. Here I repeat the frame for a fourth final time. I pick up 3 size 15s, size 11, and 3 more size 15s. I bead it through the pearl. I pick up 3 size 15s. 1, 2, 3. This is my very last snap this time, so I will be very mindful to do it, to enjoy it fully. You can tell I was meditating. I am meditating lately, right? So mindfulness, very mindful last snap. As close to the designated snapping point indeed as possible. 3 more size 15s. And beading through the pearl again. And now, making the frame nice, I bead through 3 size 15s. I skip the size 11. I pick up a size 15. I bead through 3 size 15s. I skip the snap. I bead through 3 more size 15s. Pick up a final size 15 for this frame. And then I finish this off by beading through 3 size 15s, size 11, 3 size 15s, and into the pearl. So I have already all the pearls, all the WibeDuos, and all the Chaton roses in place together with the 4 delicate frames around the pearls. To get in position for adding the rondelles and the microspacers, the faceted microspacers at the top and the bottom, I need to bead through the inside hole of the first WibeDuo, Chaton rose, and both holes of the WibeDuo. So I want to finish this step by beading through the outside hole of the WibeDuo with the thread hanging towards the middle of the motif. And let's see what's happening in the next step. Okay, so a lot is happening in the next step. All eyes on the bead mats, ladies. Full focus, still stay mindful. Does anyone else meditate also, by the way? So stay mindful while beading. Focus on your thread passes. Exiting the outside hole of the WibeDuo. Let's pick up faceted microspacer, size 15, Preciosa rondel, size 15, microspacer. No, sorry, ladies, no, not the microspacers. Spacer. After the Preciosa rondel, you actually pick up 7, 8 pieces of size 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you bead through size 15, Preciosa rondel, size 15, creating a loop around the preciosa rondelle. And now you can pick up another faceted microspacer. You bead through both holes of the WibeDuos. Chaton Rose, WibeDuo. And then you bead through WibeDuo microspacer. You don't have to do it at once. And now you had that big group of seed beads. You bead through 3 of them. You skip the one in the middle. You bead through 3 more. There will be one that you don't bead through, and then also through microspacer. And WibeDuo. And if you turn back through the WibeDuos again, then you can already attach a metal component, and that's what I'm going to do, because actually I have received finally the what didn't fit mini box this week. And I have a beautiful, beautiful metal finding in it. There are variations, by the way, so not everyone will receive this blue one, but they are also available in the Bead shop. So I want to show you how you can attach this metal component, because it does not have a loop. It looks a little bit different. So I want to show you how you can add it. So I want to get in position. You can also add the pendant drop like Aniko did on the picture, but I want to show you how you create this kind of connection. So I turn back through WibeDuo. Chaton Montees, WibeDuo. And again, WibeDuo, microspacer, and 4 size 15s to make sure that I exit in the middle. And as you can see, this earring finding does not have, I will hide this a little bit because we don't need it. I will get back to it. This does not have a loop, but there is this part where we can attach beads. It looks like a little cathedral window, Ariana, right? So to attach this, I pick up 3 pieces of size 15s. I bead through the corner of this earring. Okay, I beaded the other way than I was supposed to, so let's undo this like this. I want to hold it in position how it will be arranged, and that makes it easier. So I picked up 3 pieces of seed beads. I beaded through the corner of the earring. By the way, hands up who has the what didn't fit mini box, or who has this gorgeous pair of earrings. I picked up 3 more size 15s and I bead through the bead here again. Actually have a feeling, because this is like, I knew what I need to do, how I want to attach this, but I want to make a correction to make it nicer, that I will add only 2 and 2 beads on the sides of the earrings, because the distance is not so big. So again, exiting the connection point, I picked up 2 size 15s. I bead through the corner of the earring. I pick up 2 more size 15s. And I bead through the attachment point bead again. So this is how it will look like, but I want to make the connection stronger. So first of all, I repeat the whole thread pass through the 2 size 15s, the earring itself, 2 more size 15s, and the attachment point size 15. Terry says that she has it too, and she got a beautiful green earring. Oh, that's also such a beautiful one indeed. I have it too. I pull my thread, and now a tiny difference. I bead through the 2 beads on in the first group, through the earring, 2 beads again, and now I skip the attachment point size 15, and right away I bead through the pair of seed beads that I added first, making the connection nicer by making it pointier. Again, through the earring, and then through the 2 beads on this side, the size 15, that is the connection point, and now I can continue to the bottom and add, if I like, also a pendant drop. I still have plenty in my what didn't fit box, and I am thinking of adding actually one of these Christina connectors to the bottom, and then making it longer by the Petit Lantern charm. So this is my plan to finish off the earrings. At first, I need to head over to the other side through a microspacer, WibeDuo, illustrations. We need illustrations. So we need to bead to the other side. WibeDuo. Chaton Rose WibeDuo. Pearl. WibeDuo. Chaton Rose. WibeDuo, and again WibeDuo, Chaton Rose, WibeDuo. I'm so close. Pearl, WibeDuo, Chaton Rose, and both holes of WibeDuo. So again, I'm in perfect position to repeat and add the part with the Preciosa rondelle. We'll go back with the pictures. So exiting the WibeDuo, I pick up a microspacer, a faceted microspacer, a size 15, a Preciosa round rondelle, and 8 pieces of the size 15s. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I bead through size 15 round rondelle. And 4 size 15s. And then oh, no, sorry. I think I made a mistake. No, it's fine. Sorry. But I don't need to. No, it's not fine. I bead only through one of the size 15s, not 4 of them. You can actually bead many of the designs in different ways with the same result. So it's a bit challenging for me to remember it sometimes. But indeed, I want to match my beading to the illustration. So I apologize when it happens. So I beaded through the round rondelle and one size 15. And then I pick up a spacer, a faceted microspacer, and I bead through both holes of the WibeDuo, Chaton Rose, WibeDuo, outside hole of WibeDuo, faceted microspacer, and now making it pointy by going through 3 round 15s, skipping one size 15, beading through 3 more, and then into faceted microspacer and WibeDuo. And here, if you would like to add also something hanging at the bottom, then in the same way as I showed you before, you can return to the bead in the middle and hang there your crystal connector, your pendant drop, or maybe connect several motifs to each other, because even by creating these tiny pieces, you can create a bracelet that you can, for example, bead a piece with 2 Chaton Montees add a connector, then another Chaton Montees, then another connector. So there are many, many different possibilities how you can create a bracelet. Also, if you want to create a bracelet, then I would like to thank everyone who chose this week to go for the Neumann collection that we have so carefully prepared for you. Only a few are left, and I want to show you how well the clasps match Anikó's Windrose design, even if she did not have yet the clasps on her bead mat when she was designing the Windrose, but since I chose the clasps to match the theme of the Beading School Academy, then you can actually make it match with two different ones, I would say, and I would choose for a bracelet this one. Somehow it just goes so well together. What do you think, ladies? And by the way, if you haven't seen the video on Tuesday, then I would like to tell you that together with the Neumann Clasp Factory, metal finding factory in Germany, we created an exclusive opportunity for you, an exclusive opportunity to subscribe to a Neumann class subscription that brings you 3 or 6 clasps every 2 months that are manufactured in Europe and that stand really for the best quality that you can have in the beading world. The Neumann family manufactures metal findings for over 60 years, and the attention to detail, the precision, the designs themselves, and the quality of the material is extraordinary. We have this opportunity open for a single week. So it will go away on Tuesday. We will close the opportunity to become a member of this. Even if you sign up now and you opt out later, you will not be able to come back. We need to plan this really well in advance. So that's why we ask you to do this. And on Tuesday, we will close the memberships. And until now, I posted the link and I also put it on the page that we have a cold tone. So that means like either silver, patina silver, or in the future, maybe gunmetal clasps, or we have a warm tone box waiting for you, but you can also choose a bundle of the two, and only with that bundle of two you will also receive a gift of a welcome gift. So this is a one-time gift of 2 additional Neumann components, a beautiful clasp, that I misplaced. Oh, no, here it is. So these are the 3 clasps from the warm tone collection. These are the 3 clasps in the cold tone collection. And if you go for both of them and you sign up for the bundle, then you will also receive a welcome gift of 2 additional Neumann components, this metal ball with Austrian crystal inserts, and either this or a similar oval-shaped clasp. And Kimberly, she says, I am so excited about the Neumann clasp subscription. These clasps really make a beautifully detailed completion to the Beading School designs. Dear Kimberly, thank you so much for saying that. And I do agree that if we invest the energy, the time, and let's be honest, even the resources into our pieces by buying good quality beads, then they deserve beautiful components. We want them to last long and look nice when wearing them. And Of course, also if we decide to gift them or if we decide to sell them. So this is the highest quality that you can have. Let me switch back now to my face camera, and please let me know if you have any questions. I know Nancy asked a question, I do remember it, so I switched to my face camera, and please keep the questions coming, dear ladies, about today's design, about the Rosetta window box, about the clasps, anything else that comes to your mind. Sorry, ladies, in the meantime, my camera fell, so I'm trying to fix it. I remember Nancy's question that she was asking if there is a bead embroidery piece coming with the Rosetta window theme. And indeed, dear Nancy, a very beautiful one. And the plan is to release the tutorial on Monday. So you can look forward to it. The sound should be back also. And by the way, mentioning bead embroidery, we have also created a new collection of art cabochons corresponding with the Rosetta window theme. And we came up with this shape of a long rectangle that creates kind of like a canvas that makes it possible to add additional decorations to it, beautifully detailed additional decorations. So we still have a few pieces left. These art cabochon collections are always very limited in number because they require just so much effort and time and attention to manufacture. So my favorite one is this misty turquoise with the Gothic cathedral window. But there are many, many more waiting for you. And Aniko says, I love to see Windrose is such a beautiful company of Neumann clasps. It matches them so well, especially the circular one, in my opinion. Bernadette says, thank you, Aniko, for this beautiful and quick motif. It has many possibilities. And Susie says, the camera fainted from seeing all the beauty. Indeed, it seems so. It seems so. Nancy says, I will make sure it is on my calendar on Monday. Dear Nancy, please do that. And also we plan to send a newsletter so you know when the tutorial is released. Cindy says, are you going to get any more of these cabochons in the future? Dear Cindy, it depends on availability of our colleague who is the master cabochon maker. And I would say the art cabochons are not something to put off if you would like to have some, because it also depends very much on the temperature. It also depends very much on the pigments in the paints, for example, if they come out in the same way. So there are just so many factors that have an effect on the cabochons that if you like something, and they are super time consuming to make. They go to the kiln twice, they need to be painted, they need to be sanded. So we can manufacture these only in small amounts in order to preserve the quality and the consistency. So here we really want to make sure that every piece is perfect. So that's why we stick to small numbers. Lovely ladies, any more questions left? We have, when I checked it, then out of the 100 spots for the Neumann subscription, by the way, we had only 15 left. So don't hesitate too long if you are thinking about it. And otherwise, I would also like to invite you to join me next week for Coffee Time with Erika, and also to join me to bead the Sulla Luna motif, still from the Rosetta Window Beading School Academy team box. Lovely ladies, thank you so much for your attention today. I loved beading Aniko's Windrose together with you, and I would like to wish you a beautiful, happy rest of the day, lots of creativity, a nice playtime with your beads still, and please keep the finished motifs or the work in progress motifs coming in the Beading School Club. Kristen is asking, will we still have the Neumann clasp in the Academy boxes? Sometimes, yes. So sometimes indeed we like to include a Neumann clasp in the Fuchsia level Beading School Academy theme boxes. And sometimes there will be one, but just as in the past, it is not 100% that you will have a Neumann clasp in every one of the boxes. So it is a surprise if that one will also have a Neumann clasp. Thank you so much, lovelies. And I'm curious also about your additional color combinations. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Goodbye.